stories that the source prefers back here in this cabaret. You keep seeing fire and water, water and fire. There's always these initiations. There's the fire. Usually the water precedes the fire, but in this case, the fire preceded the water, because sometime after the fire reached its peak, I drifted off from the fire. I can't even remember where I was going. I was going back to get something out of my backpack or something, but I was sort of feeling my way in the pitch black. And the next thing I know, I was transported. I was waist deep in this lake. I told you our campsite was elevated above this lake. It was probably 30 or 40 feet. When we reached the mountaintop hours earlier, when it was still afternoon, there was just this narrow little kind of funnel you could crawl down to get from the campsite down to the water, because we all wanted to go for a swim because we were hot and sweaty from the long climb up. But otherwise, it was a sheer drop-off. And there in the middle of the night, I don't know to this day how I got from up here, and the next moment, I was waist deep in the water. It was part of the initiation. There was a fiery union with my bride, and then there was this baptism, the fiery purification, and then the watery purification. We said the Holy Spirit uses these elemental forces, like fire and wind and now water, to create this extraordinary drama here in the cabaret. So with this wild, crazy entertainer, the Holy Spirit in charge, and me just this leaf riding that wild current down this crazy river. First, that wild, crazy river carried both of us off into that night sky and that amazing fireworks display. And then it took me individually and grabbed me by the back of the neck, just like Paul of Tarsus got grabbed by the back of the neck on the road to Damascus. And it gently deposited me in the lake for this baptismal purification. I was on the edge of this abyss, just like that tarot character, the fool, who's not a care in the world. He's skipping along on the edge of the abyss. There's death right there, but I wasn't aware of the peril I was in there. When I looked at the next day by the clear light of day, I said, if I had gone this route or this route or this, any of these other ways, I would have gone right off the cliff and disaster. But I had surrendered control to this benign, all-powerful, yes, Spirit, Holy Spirit, who was embracing me gently, just as you see in those nature films where the mama bear, these huge ferocious animals with their little cubs, they're just the most gentle mothers you can imagine. Just as the witnesses to Elijah's final farewell, I was made to believe by my experience. Made to believe. The fervor, the zeal, the conviction, the passion, the certainty, same certainty as Elijah, same certainty as Jesus when he raised Lazarus from the dead, same certainty as Jesus when he was hanging there on the cross and knew that the story wasn't over yet, knew that he was still in those all-powerful and all-gentle hands of the source. Same fervor, same zeal, same passion, same certainty, same conviction, same sense of destiny, made to believe.